Hey, welcome back everyone! And now it's off to round 2. Now, I don't think I mentioned this in the last video, but I really like the music in this game. You know, some levels have better music than others, but all in all, it's a pretty good soundtrack for an NES game. Now, as in the sound effects, I'm not so much of a fan because I think they're kind of goofy, to be honest, and some of them can be quite annoying too. Now, in this level, as you can see, this is a flying level, so Felix has different power-ups. Like, before he used his magic bag and that's where he had an umbrella, now he's using almost like a blimp type thing, which I think is pretty cool. Of course, though, part of its head is getting caught off to how this recorded, but that's okay. Oh! As you can see there, I took a hit. Like before, this is not a no damage run, I'm just playing simply for fun, so... See, I got my hot air balloon back. I actually quite like these flying levels a lot. I think it provides a different style of gameplay. It breaks the monotony that you would see in other NES games at the time. Of course, I didn't know this until I played this before I recorded this, but you can actually destroy these cannons, which for the longest time I didn't know you could do, but here I stumbled upon this by accident. Which is very helpful. You know, if you shoot down the cannons, it eliminates the threats in the air, and before you know it, you're at the goal like I was right here, so... Like the first level, this one has 3 parts to it. Now that I must say that not all rounds have 3 stages. Some have 2, and some is a single stage. Which I don't quite remember which ones they are offhand, but not all of them have 3 parts to it, so... If I'm not mistaken, the first 5 worlds, I think, have 3 parts. Either the first 5 or the first 6. I'm pretty sure it's the first 5, but I'm not sure. And while I'm yapping here, you can see where Felix is in some kind of pyramid type thing. You can see kind of like hieroglyphics and pictures of the Mad Professor and Kitty in there. As you can see here, I'm trying to get every single Felix head that I can, and it's very important to do. I know it can be a little tedious and it may be a little dangerous at times. But the more Felix heads you collect, the more of a chance you'll get of collecting milk bottles, power-ups, or even 1-ups. So, if there's any chance you can grab a Felix head, any Felix head in this game, by all means do so, because they will help out a lot. Those mounted wall dog head things are kind of weird. And I don't know what those little black things are supposed to be. Of course, that's a bat right there. How you can not know what bat is beyond me, but... Like I said before in the last video, the graphics are good, and for the most part you can tell what most of the enemies are. Of course, you get some like these little things right here. I have no idea what they're supposed to be, but oh no, I really have no complaints about the graphics. One thing about the Felix head thing that I have to tell you about is like right there, that you see that dog head getting a cheap shot at me when I got a 1-up. Most of the enemies will do that. It's almost like the AI sees you and say, oh, well, if he's gonna get a heart or whatever, now is the chance to get a hit out on him. And 9 times out of 10, the game will put in a cheap shot like that. But having said that, though, this game is rather forgiving, you know. This game gives you plenty of chances to get your power-up back. It gives you plenty of chances to get 1-ups. So, in terms of that, this game really isn't all that hard as far as gaining power-ups and 1-up, and it kind of decreases the difficulty a bit. While there are tricky parts later on in the game, having plenty of opportunities like that to get power-ups and extra lives, kind of takes away from the challenge just a little bit, but not so much as to ruin the game. And needless to say, when you see these giant magic bags and that, please go in them because they have plenty of Felix heads for you. And if you need a power-up, that's the ideal place to go. And I should also mention too, there are secrets in some of the levels in this game, but since I'm just doing a simple playthrough of here, I'm not going to show you those. Maybe in future videos I will, but as for this walkthrough, I'm like I said many times before, I'm just playing this just for the heck of it, you know, I haven't played this in a while, so I figured it was a fun game when I was a kid, so why not do a playthrough of this, and that's exactly what I'm doing, so. And right here I'm facing a boss, which can be kind of tricky, just the simple part, it is kind of hard avoiding his bullets, which I should have done in this video, but I didn't. It is possible to jump on one of those ledges either on the left or the right hand side. That way, if you have the tank, all you need to do is just shoot and make sure your shot lands on the enemy. But other than that, nothing real hard. And that's it for round 2, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you again for round 3.